Hello all, welcome to this online recording sessions in data science. So as we have come to learn Python and we have started Python sessions and we are dealing with Python. So in this session, we are going to see some of the Python data types. Okay. So primitive data, there are two types of data types, primitive data types and core data types. Okay. So primitive data types includes int, float, string, complex, boolean. Okay. But whereas core data types involves some special designed data types that are specifically for Python includes list, tuple, set and dictionary. Okay. So in previous sessions we have seen how int, float, complex, boolean and works, right? So in this we will see core data types in Python. Okay. So that are list, tuple, set and dictionary. Okay. So let us see. So first let us see list. So how we can declare list? So list can be declared using square brackets. Okay. So we will be defining an variable. So in that variable, we will assign this value. Okay. Let me talk about this square brackets also. Square brackets are also used to define for arrays. Okay. But let me, when talking about arrays, I'll just brief detailed description. Okay. So what is the difference between list and array? Okay. But arrays are also created with square brackets, that you can remember. Okay. So list is indicated by square brackets. Okay. And it is mutable. Okay. That means we can change the items in it. So this list can consist of any types like int, float, okay, complex, okay, boolean. Sorry, not boolean. Boolean is a keyword, right? We cannot use int, float, complex, okay, and string. Okay, string also we can use string. Okay. So after declaring this list, what we will do? List is mutable. That is a very much advantage in Python. Okay. So out of all the data types, if you take whatever it may be, core data types or primitive data types, that include list, integer, float, string, complex, and remaining core data types like dictionary, set, tuple. List is very important because, and most of them will use list only. Why? Because it is mutable, means we can change, we can add elements, we can remove elements. Okay, we can do whatever it is. That means we can manipulate. So we can add some elements, we can remove some elements, and we can modify the indexes also. Okay, we can interchange the list items also. So all this possible with only this data type, that is list. Okay, that's why it is playing a key role in all the data types in Python. Okay, so all manipulation can be happen in list. Okay, let us see. Yeah, so general syntax of a list is using square brackets. Okay, square brackets. Yeah, you can have different types of list with integers, fully integers. Okay, fully string. We can have empty list also with no elements. Okay, so we have combination of string and integer. Okay, we have nested list also, list inside the list. So this is one list, so this list is present is this list. Okay, so all this can be also possible in the list. Okay, so directly we can go to practical part and do some operations on list and then again come back to this. Okay, so I have opened the collab book notebook. Okay, so I opened the collab notebook. So I'm labeling my file name as list. Okay, list data. Okay, so I can take text also. In that text I will add list. Okay, for our understanding purpose only. List methods. Okay, list methods. Okay. Now first we need to declare a list. Okay, so I'm defining a variable. So there are two ways to declare a list. So one is you can declare a variable and just label it as list keyword. If you use list keyword, the list will be created. Okay, so the other one is we can simply define a variable and give square brackets. Okay, so now you tell me how many lists I created here. There are two ways to create a list. Okay, so one is using the keyword list and using parenthesis, and the other one is using square brackets. Okay, so I'm running shift enter. So after running it, I will ask the type of it, print type of A. Okay, so I'll ask the data type, okay, of this A. Yeah, it is showing list. That means my data type of A is list. Okay, so let me ask to type data type of B also. Okay, then what is the case? Type B. Okay, so now both A and B are list only. So that is what we need to get output also. Yeah, both A and B are list. So if it is not list, how do you know? You declare one variable, you just simply put like this. Okay, so this is not a list. Okay, you can check it. Print type of print type of C. Yeah, it's showing tuple C. This type method is used to check the data type of that particular variable. So now using here what I have done, so I have done I have checked the data type of A variable and B variable. I am getting as list. Okay, yeah, this is to just to show you a brief description. Yeah, this is how you create a list. Okay, so now let us insert some data into this list. Okay, b equal to 2 3.5 some int float and some complex. Okay, and some string also, some string. Okay, so I'm inserting this elements. Okay, so let me run it. If you enter, see, if you press shift enter, the code cell will execute and the next cell will be also generated. Okay, so I have said previously also we can run the code in two ways. Okay, sorry, you can run the code in three ways. So one is just simply click this small triangle, you'll get tick mark here. That means that line that this cell is executed. Okay, the other technique is you can go to here. Okay, runtime. So run before run selection. So this cell, yeah, you can see this highlighted cell. That means this cell is selected. Okay, this cell is selected. So you can go to runtime, run selection. So it will run. This is another way. So other shortcut way is you need to press shift and enter. That cell will run. Okay, and a new cell also will get generated. So every time I need not go to code cell and generate. So instead of that, I can just simply shift and enter. So that cell will execute it and next cell will also get generated. Okay, so now I'll do some operations on it. Okay, this is a list, right? Print type of B. Yeah, I'm getting list, right? So what I said, list is mutable. That means we can add elements, we can remove elements, and we can do some manipulation to this list. Okay, so let me add some elements to it. Okay, first, so a dot see, IntelliSense is coming, I can use it. A dot append what? Append 5. Let me take 5 only. Okay, so I'm taking 3 appends. So that means what happens? Okay, all these elements will be getting added to the this list. Okay, this is adding the elements to the list. Yeah, this is executed. Now if I asked to print A, see 5 6 7. Okay, sorry, let me take B instead of A. Let me take B. So B is my original list, right? Yeah, B is my original list. Okay, let me run it and let me ask to print B only. Yeah, so this is my existing B, 2 3.54 plus 5J Python. Okay, so now what I have done, append 5, append 6, append 7 means those are getting added to the already existing list. Okay, so append function is used to take only one element. So if you take 2 elements and append, no, we will get an error. So let us check it. B append. Okay, append, let me give 4 comma 7. So you can't append 2 elements, you can append only one element. Okay, you are getting an error. You can see here one argument. Okay, so we can at a time we can append only one element. Okay, so append function is used to add elements to the existing list. So that too, at the end of the list only the elements will get added. Okay, b dot append dot sum. So now I am asking to print B. Yeah, see, it got added. So if you give one element, it is taking. If you give 2 elements, it will not take. Again, you need to write a dot b dot append, b dot append. Okay, so only single element we can add, right? So if you want to add multiple elements to the existing list, what we need to do? So we need to take another function, that is b dot extend. So extend, I'm giving these elements. Okay, so I'm giving some elements. So with this function, what will happen? So while executing, I'm getting IntelliSense. So if I require that, I will press just a tab to take that IntelliSense part into my code. Otherwise, you can ignore it and you can type manually whatever you want. Okay, so I have given one string. Let me give one more string also. Java. Okay, yeah, so let me shift enter. Okay, now print B. See, this is my existing B, right? This is my existing B. Okay, so if I use extend, I'm able to add multiple elements to my existing list. Okay, so append is used to add only single element, whereas extend is used to add multiple elements to the existing list. Okay, this is the difference between list and append and extend. So these two functions are used to add at the end of the list only. So what about if I want to add an element in between? Okay, these two functions are used to add at the end only. But if I want to add in between any of this, okay, so if I want to add at first position, so what I will do? I will do b dot insert. So I will use insert function. Okay, b dot insert So you need to mention the index, at what index we need to insert. So I want to insert an element at the 0th position. Okay, so 0 comma, so you give the element. Okay, so shift enter and ask to print B. Yeah, see, my 5 got inserted at 0th index. Okay, so let me check for another. So B dot insert. Okay, B dot insert. So where we will add, let us add here. Okay, here if you add in front of Python, let us add one more element. Okay, let me, so what is the index? 0 1 2 3 at 4th index. Okay, at 4th index, let me add one more string. You can give any element. Okay, C. Okay, yeah, C. So at that index position, see, this element got added. So insert function is used to insert elements into the existing list at required index position. Okay, so insert, extend and append are used to add elements to the existing list. So what about removing the list? Okay, so if you want to remove, so b dot pop, we can use 3 functions again. So in adding, we can use 3 functions: insert, extend and append. While removing the elements also, we can have 3 functions: pop, clear and remove. Okay, so let me use pop first, and here pop, let me give the index position of let me remove the last one. So last one can be also given by -1. Okay, let me run it. Yeah, so this element got popped. Okay, -1 means starting from the last. So if I ask to print B, you see Java got removed from the list. So pop, in pop what we need to do, we need to give index to remove it. Okay, so next we will check for remove. So there is one more function called b dot remove. So here what we will do, we will give the element name. So I want to remove anaconda. So what I will do, I'll give anaconda. Okay, B. Yeah, anaconda got removed. So in pop we are giving index, but in remove we are giving that element only. So pop, we are giving index of that particular element to remove it, but whereas in remove we are giving element itself. Okay, so these all are elements. So if you want to remove Python, so you just give Python here. If you want to remove 4 plus 5j, this complex, so you give that here. Okay, so whatever you want to remove, you can remove all this. Okay, so this is what about pop and remove. They are used to remove the elements from the list. So next, b dot clear. So clear will erase all the elements from the list. Okay, so if I use clear, no, all the elements in the list will be cleared. Okay, see, I'm not getting anything. I'm getting only the empty list. Okay, so no elements are there in list. So if I print B previously, you see all the elements are coming. So since I use clear, what is happening? All my elements getting erased. Okay, all the elements will be getting deleted. So next, let me insert few elements. Okay, 5 4 5 1 10 3. Okay, shift enter B. Okay, so this is my elements again I am taking. Okay, so now we have seen adding and removing, right? So let us see some more operations that a list can perform. Okay, b dot index. So this is also one more function that we have in list that can be used for list. B dot index of, I'll ask index for this element. Okay, so what is the index for this? 0, 1, 2, 3. So 3 should be the output. Yeah, 3. So you can check the index position of the any element by using index function. Okay, index function. So next, B dot sort. So B dot sort means this function will sort the list elements in ascending order. By default, it will sort the elements in ascending order. Okay. B. Yeah. See. 1, 3, 4, 5, 10. So previously my list is like this. But when I used sort function to my list, what is happening? It is getting sorted. Okay. So it is getting sorted, and you can see the sorted elements in the ascending order. Okay. So now let us reverse the thing. Okay. B dot, we have another function to reverse the list. B dot reverse. Yeah, you can see 10, 5, 4, 3, 1. So all the elements getting reverse. So these are the few functions that you can, or few methods that can be applied on the list. So there are some more, 1 or 2 also there. You can go to W3 schools. Okay, W3 schools, I can suggest this is one of the best website to learn Python. Okay, Python and remaining languages also. So in this tutorial you can go to list methods. Okay, list methods, and you can check it out. You can check it out what all the list methods can be applied. Okay, okay, these are all the operations that can be. So I think we have seen all this. Okay, so these are all the operations that can be applied on the list. Okay, you can refer this also, and you can practice here also. Okay, so this is how the operations will take place in list. So there is one more thing that I want to share with the list. So list can be also break down into chunks. Okay, so B into B print B of minus 1. Okay, so you can call list slicing. I have said slicing. No, slicing means we can call any list of elements randomly. Say suppose I want to call from 1 to 2. Instead of printing all the list elements, we can print only the specified range of elements from the list. Okay, that is called slicing. Okay, so breaking the entire elements into parts, and then taking randomly and printing whatever we want. Okay, so we can take that concept also. We will discuss that also. Okay, yeah, this is what about list. So now let us see about one more data type. Okay, so let us recall what we have seen. Okay, so we are using for loop and in. Okay, for and in this list. Okay, list can be used with while and for loops also. Okay, lists are mutable. So we can add two lists also. These operations also can be performed. So you declare one list. So L1 as 1, 2, 3, L2 as 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if I want to join these two lists, I can join. Okay, that means adding. Okay, so L1 plus L2, you can give like this also. Then you can see the output like this. Okay, so both list can be joined. Okay, so in this way you can join the list. Okay, like this, so many functions are there. repeating or replicating list. Okay, so we can multiply L1 into 3. That means 3 will be multiplied. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So this list elements will be repeated 3 times. So if you use L1 star 3. Okay. Next, we can compare the lists also. Okay. So you declare L1, L2 as previously. Okay. So we can check whether these two lists are same or not by referring L1 equal to L2. Okay. So if this is the case, it will return true. If it is both elements are not matching, then we will get false. Okay. So you can see here. So I have taken A as variable, B as variable, C as one more variable, and declared this list. And I'm comparing the list. A equal to B means both are same. That's why I tell you true. A equal to C, elements are differed. So these are declared in string, these are declared in integer. So that's why it is false. So you can compare the list also. Next, yes, the slicing. So in the slicing, what we are doing? So L1, so we are declaring one list. So we were asking, so in slice, what we'll have? We'll have 3 functions: start, stop, increment. So we have these 3 operations. Okay. Start, stop. Okay. So start, stop creates list slice out of list L with elements. Okay. Okay. So if you just give two, we have 3 parameters, right? So we have 3 parameters for slicing. So if you give just 2 parameters like this, okay, 2, 5. That means it will consider this as start, this as stop by default. If you give 2 parameters, if you give 1 parameter only, it will consider it start, start, stop. If you give 3 parameters, it will consider start, stop, and increment. Okay. So this increment can be negative also. Negative means we will try to read from the reverse order, from backside. Okay. So this is the list of elements. Okay. So what is index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this we have elements, right? So this are the index. So if I want to call any element, if I want to call 30, so index of 30, I will call like this. Okay. L1 dot index of 30. So 2 will be printed. Index of 30 is 2. Okay. So other way also you can do it. So you can -1, -2, -3, -4. From reverse also we'll have indexing positions. Okay. So if you are starting from left to right means we can consider 0 to n. If you are starting from right side means we can give negative values. Okay. So depending upon this, we can ask the functions to take them and print it. Okay. Yeah, I hope this is also clear. There will be 3 parameters. If you give 1 parameter, it will be considering as starting. If you give 2 parameters, start and stop. 3 parameters, start, stop, and increment. Yeah. So here if you see, I have given 2 parameters. So starting from second. So from here, third, fourth, and here also stop will be having n plus 1. We can give n plus 1 as a ending position. Okay. If I give 5 now, so till 4th index position only it will get printed. So if I want to print 5 elements, I need to give 5 plus 1, 6 index. Okay. Index as 6. Then you will get 5 elements. Okay. That also we need to remember for stop position. Okay. Stop parameter. So I have given 5. So you will get 4 index. So this is 2, 3, 4. So till here we'll get it output. Okay, so next you see, so starting from 3 and ending with 6. Okay, so ending with 6 means what index position will stop at index position of 5. Okay, so 3, starting is 3, 4, 5. Sorry, starting 0, 1, 2, 3. So starting is from 3, right? So starting is 3 means you count it from 0th position and find it. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3. So 3 to 6, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 means we will get 5 only up to till 5 index position. So till here only we'll get it, the output. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is how you slice the list. Start, stop, step. You can increment can be also called as step. Okay, so if you give 3 parameters, the increment will be 2. So first 0 will be printed, 1, 2. So next the element will be 33. So because increment size is 2, so you see the output. So after 11 we are getting output 33 because given 2. If you give 3 now, so after third element will be printed. Okay, so here you can see 11, 44. Increment is 3. So increment, this is how you can take random elements instead of ordered way of taking the elements from the list. You can take unorderly also, randomly also you can take some elements from the list and read them. Okay, you can use for loops and while loops also for on the list also. So you can see here. Okay, next we have, these are the list functions and methods that we have seen: index, append, extend. Okay, we have seen this also. Append is used to take one element only. Okay, so whereas extend is used to add multiple elements to the list. Okay, yeah. Next we are going to see tuples. What are tuples? So what are tuples? So how we can do? So in what way we can access the tuple elements? Okay, so let us see tuples. So tuples are indicated by round brackets. Lists are indicated by square brackets. Okay, so tuples are immutable. That means we cannot perform any adding element, removing element, deleting element, pop element, anything. We cannot perform any operations. So we cannot manipulate the tuple elements. Okay, tuples are immutable. Lists are mutable. So in Viva also they'll ask what is the difference between list, tuple, set and dictionary. List, tuple, mostly they'll ask. Okay, we can tell tuples are indicated by round brackets, lists are indicated by square brackets. Tuples are immutable. We cannot modify the elements once we have declared it. Lists, you can modify the elements. Okay, so we can create. So let us go to the practical part of implementing tuple. Okay, these are some examples. Okay, how we can give parameters to the tuple. Okay, so there is similarity between list and tuple also. So what are the similarities? What common features you find between list and tuple? You can see here tuple elements are indexed just like list. Okay, so index positions can be accessed. We can see the index positions. We can perform some operations on tuple. Okay, but we cannot modify the data. Okay, we cannot modify them, but we can perform some operations on that, like accessing the elements from that, reading elements from particular index position and all. You can do it well, fine, but you cannot modify that elements. Okay, okay, So this is the difference between from list. Okay, so tuple operations. So you can join tuples, you can slice tuples as we have done in list. Okay, you can slice, we can compare also, you can compare whether both the tuples are equal or not, as we have done in list. Okay, yeah. Packing and unpacking. Packing and unpacking is nothing but, if you see, so I'm declaring variable and all the elements are on the right side. This will be called as packing. If we declare all the elements on the right side and variable on the left side, we call it as packing. So unpacking means all the elements will be on the left side and the variable will be in the right side. Okay, this is unpacking. So packing and unpacking will be also there. So deleting tuples. Okay, so tuple functions, these are the tuple functions we can perform. We can perform length, max, minimum, index. So we can perform only this, we cannot modify them. Okay, count, tuple. Okay, count can be also done in list also, you can check it. So let us perform this practically. So let me take one text file. So here I'll take tuple methods. Okay, okay, so now what we can do, so we can define some variables. T1 equal to tuple. So you can declare like this with the keyword, or we can simply declare with the brackets. So if you take the data type of these two, what we will get? So print type of T1 tuple. So print type of T2. Okay, so now also you'll get tuple. So both are tuples only. So in this way we can declare tuple elements. Okay, so like what we have done in list. Okay, so now what we will do, so we'll add some elements to it. So T2 equal to 2 4.5 4 plus 5j Python. Okay, so I am taking some random elements. T2, yeah, I'm getting it printed. So tuple inside tuple also can be there, list inside a list can be also there. Okay, so T2. So now what operations I can do? So I cannot modify them. So what I can do? So T2 equal to let me add these elements and check it whether we can do it. 3 4 5 6.7. Yeah, so let me print it again. Yeah, see, this is my tuple. Okay, so what operations I can do? So I can do some operations like T2 dot index. So index of some particular element we will take. So we will take 4 plus 5j and we'll ask what is the index of that. The index of this 0 1 2 2. So we can perform index function T2 dot minimum, T2 dot minimum. T2 dot count we can do. Count. Yeah, 4. Yeah, 4 is repeating how many times? If you see, 1 time. Okay, so 1 we will get. So again, you can take for one more T2 dot count. You take another element which is repeating. So I have taken non-repeating only. So all will be repeating only once. So we'll get 1 only. So if the elements are repeated twice, thrice, or 4, 5 times, we'll get the count here. Okay. So how many times that element is repeating, we can get it by count function. So index function is used to give index of that particular element, okay, in tuple. So what else functions we can perform on tuple? We can perform index, count, min, max also we can perform. Okay, min, max, and we can perform length also. So length of the tuple also we can calculate. So length of, you give t1, we'll get it. How many elements are there? Okay. So since here we are having 5 elements, we'll get 5 as our output. Okay. So you'll get it. So index also. So we'll get this also. So t1 dot max, t1 dot minimum. So smallest value from the tuple also we'll get it. So index also will get it. Okay. So count also we have seen. So this is how you perform the list and tuple operations in the Python. Okay. So thank you all. Thank you for giving this opportunity. So in the next section, we are going to discuss set and dictionary. Okay.
కంప్లీట్ అయిందా బ్రదర్?
ఇంకోటి